Hey everyone, hi. So in this video, we're going to talk about how to create world, and in short, we will be touching few more topics which you see here. Okay, but yeah, the main objective of this is to create world. So let's imagine if you want to place an image, right? Let's say what you will do is you select this, and then in the texture, you what you do is let's say you select and one of the image. And by the way, guys, make sure before we are starting, you just download this stack platform link in the description. I will give you, just download it, and what you have to do, you have to just drag and drop it here. Okay, so it will look like this. Okay, now coming back to the video again. So let's say imagine you want to place an image. Okay, so what you do is let me just select a simple instance. So let's say if I select a hill. Okay, and in the sprite 2D, if I paste it here. Okay, by the way, I'm very bad at making the games, not games specifically, but we are designing. So I will just do here. And yeah, so what we might have to do is, let me just select this. Sometimes, okay, let me just click on this. Yeah, now I can move it. Okay, so one problem here is that what I say, you have to duplicate it and you have to make it every time, right? So control D, sorry, control C, control V. So we don't have to do that. So what we will do is, instead of this, let's delete this. Let's go with a, so Godot came with a very nice solution to do that instead of duplicating nodes every time. So what you do is you have to select something called tile map here. Okay, so once you select tile maps, we are touching the two topics together, tile set and tile maps, as I said. So you click on this tile set, and you have to click on this tile set. Okay, now what you have to do is you have to click on this plus, you have to click on the atlas. Now you can just let's name as terrain, or you can give an id specifically. Now here's the catch. Now instead of putting each of the background one by one, right? So it came with a very nice solution. Okay, so if you go here, let's, there's something called tile sheet, right, in the folder. Okay, you have to just drag it and drop it here. It will what it will do is it will automatically create tiles. So the square blocks which you see, right, it will automatically create it. I think I have to zoom it so you can see it better. Okay, so it will automatically create the small square blocks which you had to do it automatically, control C, control V. And plus it might be spamming your nodes, but here in this case we will not be spamming the nodes. So what I do is, let's create a simple map. So what I do here is so I click on this green. So to add something to the map, you have to, what I say, you have to select you just click on this, and you just make sure you just select like this. So once it's selected, you can, and I have selected this, by the way, paint. You can select if you want to do a normal selection also. So let's say if you want to do a selection like this, we've done the selection. Now let's go to our map. It will not show. So you click here. Now you select the one, and now you can place it, and you can extend it, by the way, sorry. So let's create something like this, a separate line. And then what we will do is, let's create some map. So if you want to select multiple things at once, right, not like this. So I select all of this. So as you can see, it's automatically selecting the mountains properly. Now if I go with this one in short, and I can select this also, by the way. So I select the mountains. So to add a mountains, I will go and select this. Come on, let's try. So I select this. I want to only select the mountains, and I want to show it here. Now one thing here is, let's say you want to erase something, right? You don't want to show this. So this you can't do by clicking here directly. Okay. So for that, what we need to do is, let's select something like this, and now I can remove. So what I've done is I've selected something invisible background, right? And now if I select this, I can remove all of this at once. Okay. So this was about all about tile maps. Okay. Now if I play my scene, let's kill, let's type it as world. So now we have created a sample world which has a mountain which is not that good, but yeah, by the way. So make sure your selections are perfect, at least not like me. Okay, so just to make video short, I'm making this. Now the next thing is, let's say, yeah, so so if you want to, let's say, increase the size to, let's say, 34. Okay, and now if I click on my tile maps, and now what I say, now I, let's say, let's add something else also. So okay, so now once we have added this, let's say we want to add a collision also to each of them. So let's say whenever you select this, you want to add a collision layer to this. So to do that, what we do is, let's go to, tile set. So whenever you want to modify something individually, you go to the tile set. Okay, and in the tile set, um, so there are two things. Okay, so first is, let's say if you want to erase something, you can directly go and erase it. Okay, but I will not recommend doing that, by the way. So it's totally up to you. If you have something, custom, and you want to modify it before you import it, you can do that. Okay, so you can erase it. Now coming back to again where we were, that was to modify something, right? Specifically um, specifically what I forgot actually where I was. So okay, so now I want to add a physical property to it. Okay, so this was good. Now I want to add collision to it automatically. So how can I do that? Now that's a big question here. Well, let's say I want to select all of this and I want to add a physics property here. So to do that, what you have to do is go to your, what I say, to click on this tile set only, and here there is something called physics layer. Okay, so if you click on this, add, it will show up here. Okay, and the physics layer, let's say, whatever you want, let's say you want to increase the, whatever, you can update it. Yeah, I think this one is good, by the way. And what you do here is, now you can add the physics layer directly from here. Okay, so let's say, yeah, now what will happen now is, let's say whenever you select something like this much, okay, all of this will have the physics layer applied to it. Okay, so let's say you have selected this, and you can change the, what I say, physical properties. So if you want to edit some custom points also, you can do that. Let me just, yeah, and if you want to increase or decrease, yeah. So what I will do is, oops, now if I want to add a, what I say, physics layer, right? I want to add, let's say whenever something gets hit by this, I want to, uh, yeah, let's go with the diamond. So whenever something hits with it, it will get a damage. Okay, so let's say I select this. Okay, now all of this will have nothing but physics layer attached to it. So it will have a collision layer to it. Now what I can do is, I can, let's say I can draw it here. Oops, I think, yeah, I have to select this, and then I have to draw it here. Not this, because I have selected paint. So sorry, bucket. So bucket works directly like this. You have to select this, and where you draw. There it will show in rectangle tool. Okay, so similarly to this, okay, and if you want to do have it quite fast, it's always bucket boom. Okay, don't do that, by the way. It's totally up to you. And if you want to add, something very specific to the selection, uh that also you can do. But yeah, as I said, go with the this one, rectangle, that best one. Okay, by the way, let's say if you want to add a scene to it, let's say I have a scene. I will just show you how to add this. I just created it. It's a GPU particles. I will show that in coming video how to create this. But by the way, I want to add this. Okay, so what I will do is, um, and I want to add it to my tile set. Okay, I click on this atlas. No, 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 sorry. I click on this scene selection. I will name it as sparkles. Okay, and then it should give me, I will click on this title, and then it will give me, I will click on plus, then it will ask me what scene you want to select, and I want to select this particles. Okay, now what I want to do is, uh yep, now I want to do is, now after this, if you want to add this, you click here, you add something here. Oops, again it went. Yeah, always make sure your tiles map is selected, and then you draw here. It should show up. Yeah, can you see this? Why it's coming here? Because I have to make sure that it's in center here. So whenever I play something where my mouse location, there only it will show. So I will do a control S. Now wherever I will mark it, there only it will show up. See, that's nice. Okay, so in this one we have talked about the tile sets and tile map, and you can select also, let's say, tile shape also you can change it. So you can select it hexagon, whatever shape you need, right? I have selected square. Mostly square does it all. Okay, so yeah, and yeah, that's it for this video. Yeah. See you in the next video, guys. Till then, bye bye. Have a nice day.